That's about as American as it gets, bro.
It's American.
Is this thing on?
Check 1 2 1 2.
It's fucking crazy.
They're invincible, indestructible, and he's living for like 10,000 years.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hunt for Greatness podcast.
Clap for me. That way I can. Perfect. Do it like one more time, but just pause for a second. Now do it. Perfect. Perfect.
Not a
sir.
goddamn
Perfect.
clapping seal.
You got the clap, baby.
Not once.
You got it. Dude, how crazy is that? All
Not
the
once
shit-
yet.
All the shit we did.
Oh, what do you mean did? Currently
Dude.
doing.
All the times we just
Currently.
in there raw.
Yeah, bro. Ain't worn a condom since the 90s. What?
Damn, I love how you sound, dude, in my ears, dude. I love that shit.
Should I put these things
Yeah,
on?
hell yeah, dude. Get
Just
the
to
full
just to
effect
seem
of
real
it, baby.
professional?
Got Bradley Barker on the Hunt for Greatness
Wow.
podcast, motherfuckers.
Woo.
Get you some.
Get you some.
28. Huh. So you went to the whiskey last night.
Yeah.
Tell me about your night.
I
From
mean, it was-
start to finish.
Oh my God.
This is a podcast, dude. Take your time.
From start to finish.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, some of it's not meant for public consumption. So we got to the whiskey. We saw this this Tool cover band. Shout out to Third Eye. They were all right.
Is that the name of the band?
Yep. And we didn't stay. We stayed till almost the end. And at one point I said, man, they really need to play the song Third Eye. It's the name of the band. And I don't know if they did.
So, I don't know a lot about Tool. So, Tool has a song called Third Eye.
Tool has a song called Third Eye.
Third Eye.
It's in my top 5 Tool songs. They played a bunch of old Tool songs. Which,
And they didn't play Third Eye?
I mean, they might have at the end.
Yeah.
It got to be about 1:20 something, and we said, God damn.
I'm definitely not trying
Taking my
Holy
old ass
shit, how long
home.
were they on stage?
Bro, they went on at like 10:30.
Holy shit, they played for 3 hours?
They went on,
Jesus Christ.
they played for a while, and then they took like a long-ass break. They took like a 30, 45-minute break,
What the fuck?
and then went back on at like probably 12:30. Yeah.
Who'd you go out there with? Can we say?
I went
Are we
with,
allowed to disclose that information?
yeah, I went with my
Okay.
buddy Russ, my roommate, and
Russell?
I went with
Russell?
I went with David Russell Clark,
Russell?
and I went with some of his
Russell, why the
some of his
fuck would you
people.
go by Russell if your name's David? Why wouldn't you want to be called Dave? Instead of, oh, hell yeah, my man's slapping the bass over there.
slapping the
Slapping the bass. Russell,
I don't
why
know.
would you?
Russell's a strong name.
Russell.
I feel like every swinging dick in town's got a name like David.
Reminds me. That's a good point.
You know?
It reminds me of a Jack Russell Terrier, like a little tiny dog that's got a lot of heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like one of the only dogs that ever bit me was a Jack Russell Terrier.
That's the Fraser dog, right?
Is it? Because
Fraser?
my aunt and uncle's last name's Fraser, and they had a Jack Russell Terrier,
Get the
and it's the
fuck
one that
outta
bit me.
here.
Swear to Christ, bro. I swear to Christ. And you're talking about Fraser, the TV show.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know how in tune I was with God's will until
Wow.
just now.
Wow.
Am I
That's
too
some
loud in your...
Inception shit. No.
Okay, all right, just check.
Your voice is like a goddamn harp from heaven, so
It
doesn't matter.
Fucking raging fucking
Yeah.
steamboat, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it would be definitely hard to recreate the Tool. Like, okay, so these things will adjust.
These
These things will adjust if you
we're
need
fine.
to. Okay,
We're fine.
cool.
We're fine.
So yeah, I feel like it'd be hard to recreate that sound.
So the drummer of Tool, in my opinion, and I think in many drummers' opinions, is like
Insane.
top 5 drummers alive.
You know his name?
Danny Carey's the drummer of Tool.
Danny Carey.
Danny Carey.
Yeah, he's fucking sick.
And he's my, him and John Bonham are my 2 favorite drummers. John Bonham's dead, obviously. But He did. I mean, they were like 2 songs in. I go to Russ. I said, "Look, these guys are all right. This motherfucker's no Danny Carey."
Well, I mean, it's kind
Not
of
many people are.
no. There's
You
probably
know.
none.
Not many people are.
Yeah, I feel like the drummer from Rush, was it Neil Peart? Was
Yeah,
that the
Neil
drummer?
Peart,
Nah, he
yeah.
was fucking ill.
Now I think he's widely regarded as the best drummer.
Yeah,
And there's this guy. There's this studio guy. You gotta look him up on like YouTube. This guy's name is Terry Bozzio. And I don't think that he's been in any like big band that you would have heard of.
right.
But you can look up his videos, and he's just as sick as Neil Peart is.
Really.
Yeah.
So I think okay.
Yeah.
And this is kind of an odd band, but I listen to him while I work out. But the drummer from Slipknot is fucking insane.
Joey Jordison.
Joey, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And didn't
Yeah.
he have the mask with the long nose on it?
No.
Well, so his drums wrap all the way around him, and he's like playing
Yeah.
behind him and shit. Like
Yeah.
that shit's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I'm
Like,
about to go see them in May.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you were a Slipknot fan.
Yeah, I seen them.
I would love to see them live.
I saw them in 07.
How was it? Insane in the
Yeah.
membrane.
So it was, but I saw them, and they were like headlining a second stage. So it wasn't
Where you
like
see him at Ozfest?
I saw them Ozfest 07.
I've been to Ozfest.
Yeah,
Fucking insane.
07 or
Who all was there when you went?
Oh man. So Lamb of God was there.
Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah, Lamb of God was there. I remember. Man, I got really fucked up that day. Saw Slayer.
Damn, you saw Slayer and Lamb of God. I think they
Oh,
were on
yeah.
tour together for a
It was
while.
Slayer, Lamb of God. Now remember, Ozfest is like 30 bands, but
Yeah, it's a
like
lot.
big bands. There's a black metal band called Dimmu Borgir.
Heard of them? They're
That
from,
was
from Belgium or
amazing.
Finland,
like
I think.
Norway, one of the
Norway.
Scandinavian
That's what
countries.
it is. Yeah.
Dimmu Borgir was really cool, and that was the year that Rob Halford got back together with Judas Priest. Bro, they played for a goddamn hour and a half.
Judas Priest.
And I swear, if I wasn't a Judas Priest fan before, I was after that, because they fucking killed it.
Really?
Yeah. And then here's the thing, right? So I grew up, one of my very first loves, like what got me into, other than Led Zeppelin, was Black Sabbath.
Oh, great.
Like I started playing music, and like for a long time, only ever really cared. All I want to do is just if I can be in a Black Sabbath cover band, I'll be happy.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
So I
Big
want
dreams, baby.
I'm saying. So I wanted to see Black Sabbath so bad, and they finally go on tour. It's finally like a reality. I'm going to see them.
When is this? What year?
This was Ozfest 07.
Oh, so they were playing Ozfest.
Yeah, so I saw them, and it
Damn.
sucked.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god, what a letdown.
What
was
a
bad about it?
letdown.
Tell me what was bad.
So look, earlier that year, Ozzy had that ATV accident,
Yeah.
and he was all hurt, and I don't know if that played a part, but like, look, so first of all, you go on after Judas Priest.
Oh, they went on after Judas Priest.
Well, it's Ozfest. Like, they went on last.
Oh, so you saw them at the same Ozfest,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Priest was the second to last act, and then Black Sabbath comes
Priest blew it out of the water.
Priest killed it.
Oh man.
So then it's like, they fucking played like 7 songs. Priest played for a goddamn hour and 20 minutes, and Sabbath played like 7 songs. Personally, one of my absolute top 5 Sabbath songs is Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Tony Iommi starts going into the Sabbath Bloody Sabbath
God,
riff.
he's awesome, dude.
Like that riff.
It's so heavy for like the 70s.
Bro, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I got so hyped.
I like Electric Funeral, Paranoid.
And then he played the opening riff to Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, and then he stopped, and then they went into another song. I said, what the fuck?
What a letdown. That's why rap concerts suck, because they'll play like a little bit of a song, and then they'll just switch it. before they really get to the hard shit.
So I saw.
So that's what really let you down, and then Ozzy really just didn't perform to where you thought he should.
I saw Young Jeezy a long time ago in DC, and it's weird because it's like what you were talking about. It's weird because they just like he would just do a medley of all his features on other people's songs.
Really?
Yeah. Cause like a lot of you know what I mean, like other than like his good songs, you know what I mean, Jeezy's got a ton of good verses on other people's songs, so it would be like little snippets of songs that are just him, and then he'd do his verse from yeah. So we
I don't like that.
We got tickets.
Just saying,
it's crazy how this year shaped up because we got tickets to go see Epicenter.
I don't know.
Epicenter is the festival.
Oh.
Epicenter is the new Carolina Rebellion.
Oh, okay. So
You know what I mean?
heavier metal.
Yeah.
A little heavier than Nickelback.
And that's
a little less
the same.
heavier than,
I mean, if Nickelback was on the lineup, then it would be considered heavy metal. But this is probably just hard rock.
Really? Nickelback, dude?
Bro, Nickelback?
Heaviest
bro?
of all metal, bro.
Heaviest of all metal.
I mean, you got to be worshiping Satan as a prerequisite to enter a Nickelback concert.
That's true.
Let's
You
be
got to
honest.
do some sort of blood sacrifice.
You know what fucked me up? It fucked me up when the lead singer of Nickelback went on the Food Network and started that TV show.
Called Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives?
Is that, that's him, right?
Guy Fieri.
It just fucked me up, dude.
That's him, though, I
Dude,
think.
yeah, it just fucked me up whenever he went on that show, and I thought he was Canadian this whole time, and then he went on that show and started hosting on the Food Network, and he was like the most American dude ever. And I was thinking the whole time while he's eating, I'm like, I wish you would say, look at this.
Are we really talking? Who are we really talking about?
Every time I hear it makes me
I
laugh.
fucking hate that song, by the way.
Look at this
I fucking hate that
cheeseburger.
song.
Dude, yeah, I thought that was the lead singer in Nickelback for
All
so
right,
long.
tell me here.
Guy Fieri.
Here. This is the poll for the day. Okay. Worst band in existence currently: Nickelback or Imagine Dragons?
I don't really know who Imagine Dragons is. Tell me something they sing. I'm sure I've heard it.
They did the song "Radioactive" was like their first song.
How's it go? Sing it to me.
I'm not gonna do
Come
that.
on, bro.
I'm not
Just
doing
give me
that.
a snippet, like
Negative.
a Jeezy snippet. Can you?
Chia.
No, an Imagine Dragons.
I know.
Chill. That was the worst chill ever.
I know.
That was like Young Jeezy's last chill on his deathbed.
Yeah.
Like, chill.
Yeah.
Oh.
The snowman is melted, baby.
Hey, Young Jeezy.
Yeah.
Got a message for you. You can't rhyme snowman with snowman. You dumb fuck. Dude, I like Young Jeezy.
If T-Pain can rhyme mansion with Wisconsin,
You can.
anything is possible. Anything.
I got a mansion all the way in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Dude, I like that song though.
Yeah.
I swear I do.
mean, yeah.
What song was that? The T-Pain song? It's like, dude, T-Pain.
Damn, I don't
never
know now.
thought he could sing. Have you seen the video with him without auto-tune?
Oh yeah.
Kills it.
I always knew he could sing though.
I just thought auto-tune was like taking him to the next.
I just thought that was his way. That was his gimmick to get somewhere. You know what I mean? You won't get.
I'm gonna have to go. Wait, here's the real poll. Worst band ever: Nickelback or Creed?
Creed.
Worse than Nickelback.
Creed.
They're both.
In my opinion.
I feel like they have the same lead singer.
Nah.
Like I feel like
Well-
the lead singer of Nickelback went to church and got saved, and then became the lead singer of Creed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a well-known.
So
fact.
here's the thing. For me personally, and music's been a big part of my life for a long time. I spent a long time being like a real like music elitist. You know what I mean? Like I thought my taste in music was better than everyone's.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I'm not a Nickelback fan, but like there's something about when a song grabs your attention by being catchy. You know what I mean? Like Nickelback's got a couple they got a couple grooves.
Couple catchy
They
little.
got a couple
They
little-
filled a niche for
couple
sure.
for real. Because when they
filled a
got
niche.
popular, I feel like when they got popular, people were tired. Like that was like at the tail end of what we consider the new metal phase. that like made Linkin Park famous.
Stained.
Yeah,
Linkin
exactly,
Park.
exactly. So I think that those bands attempted to do it. They attempted to be They were a harder edged sound, but for the masses.
Right, right.
And I think that sound got played out. I think it got muddled. And I think that there was a void left that Nickelback filled, which was to say, we still want to make hard rock music, but we also still want to be palatable to the masses.
I made a lot of money.
And in doing so, make a lot of fucking money.
A lot of American fucking money.
You know what I mean?
And then went on the Food Network and killed.
Yeah. Well,
Come on, dude.
You take a motherfucker to Flavortown, you'll get paid.
Dude, for sure.
For sure.
I like pants for all you need.
For sure.
Down out, chicka, chicka, down out, chicka.
You know, there's no amount of money that I would ever spend on a Nickelback ticket.
I just want a Nickelback t-shirt just for GP. Just for funniness.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
let me get one.
Yeah.
Let me get a Nickelback tee.
Yeah. I want to...
Next time I do stand-up, I should wear a Nickelback tee and cut the sleeves
Yeah.
off of it.
I'm thinking
make
about,
it a crop
I'm thinking
top.
about wearing like an Avril Lavigne shirt to episode.
Dude,
I already
what was that
I
Avril
already
Lavigne
talked-
song? Her famous shit.
Something so complicated.
Oh, yeah, dude. Complicated. That was
I
it.
don't
Or
know.
he says he's a skater boy.
Oh,
I said,
that's
see you
Skater-
later, boy.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about a modern day poet.
Boy, and when they spelled Skater Boy, it was SK8.
8 and then BOI.
It's Skater Boy. That was like back when T9 texting was the shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't a shit. It was all we had.
But we had to make abbreviations because it took 5 minutes to type out the word
It
skater.
did. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. That's how abbreviation
Man.
text came to pass.
Y'all young kids don't know how good you got it.
Dude, T9, y'all got touchscreen keyboards and shit now, son.
Yeah, bro. When I had look, I'm a little older than you. I had pagers.
Never had a pager.
Boy, look, I'm telling you, I had this Motorola pager with the fucking flip up screen with the full keyboard on it. Thought I was some hot shit. Hot shit.
How old are you?
35.
35. Yeah, you are
Yeah.
a little. You got
Yeah.
the 6 years on me.
Yeah.
It's 6 years is like 100 years when it comes to technology.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. I remember when my dad brought home a 386 megahertz PC and I played a Ghostbuster game on it. I remember when Windows 95 came out. I remember when we had our first internet modem dial up. Yeah. Yeah.
How
And
good was that?
I
That
mean,
sounded
it was-
just like it, right? Remember,
you know what? I've seen it done better, but
you
all
couldn't
right.
call the house phone when you were on that thing.
Here's the thing: we had a dedicated phone line.
Damn, y'all
Yeah.
were balling out
Y'all
of
can make-
control,
Y'all
baby.
can make all the phone calls you want.
Damn, y'all had call waiting.
Yeah, bro.
God damn, boy,
Yeah,
y'all were
bro.
balling, son.
Yeah, bro.
Motherfuckers eating goddamn human body parts for dinner, baby.
I mean, it's no big
Cannibalism in this bitch,
deal.
son.
Whatever. We didn't go hungry.
We
Just
ate
saying.
people.
We weren't starving.
We ate poor people for dinner. That's how rich we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fucking it's crazy how far technology's come. And like we can go
Yeah.
live on Facebook, we can go on YouTube, we can
Yeah.
fucking text each other, we can fucking FaceTime.
I mean,
FaceTime
it's
is the greatest
crazy-
thing ever.
It's crazy when you think. It's it's crazy when you watch old episodes of Star Trek
Yeah.
or shit that is from like 60 years ago but is like set in the future, and you think about all the stuff that we have. Like, it's crazy. You look at the Jetsons.
They had a microwave before they had microwaves on the Jetsons.
You look at the Jetsons and they had Rosie the robot, the housekeeper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now
I'm
we got those little vacuum
bro,
cleaners.
we got a Roomba.
We got a Roomba, bitch.
I got a
We're living like the Jetsons up
I got
in
a
here,
robot sweeping my floor.
baby. God damn, boy.
You
Now it
know?
just needs a little hole for your dick to go in so it can suck that too.
Bro, they got those. What are you talking about?
Dude,
Bro, sex doll technology is always cutting edge.
wow. They just need to get it to be a little more affordable so we can all have one.
I mean,
Come on, man. Just like a
I mean, yeah.
badass
they're
dime,
always going to have prostitutes. so-
dime piece sex doll, bro.
Yeah.
How is prostitution not legal?
I mean, it is in
It's-
some places.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, like Reno, Nevada.
Is it legal there?
Yeah, that's where they got like the cat houses and legalized
Ah.
brothels.
How's that going?
I mean, I would assume business is booming.
I just don't understand how it's not legal. Like, okay, if you wanted me to jerk you off and you had enough money, I'm gonna jerk you off. Just saying. I'm not a homosexual.
Price has got to be right.
If the price is right, I'm touching that thing, and I'm gonna touch it better,
Yeah.
depending on how much money you pay me.
I'm saying I'll make eye contact if you pay me.
Absolutely, dude. I'm locking eyes the whole
Yeah,
time I stroke that
right,
thing,
yeah.
baby. $50,000. Let me get that. That's a lot.
Is
to
that
get
your
jerked
price?
off.
Is that your price?
Nah, dude. I do it for
50,000?
way less than that.
Way less than that. Way
I'm
less
fucking
than that.
poor, bro.
50,000. I said, damn, you shooting the moon, bro.
Boy, I'm gonna try to get 50 G's.
God.
Depending, I mean, fuck, dude. If you're
Yeah.
a billionaire, 50 G's is like $100.
But look, I don't know. For all I know, this hand game might be worth 50 G's.
Might be, dude. It gets me off
I'm saying
Quickly.
every time.
quickly.
You know, I like to take my time with it sometimes.
Fairly decent.
You know, I like to treat myself with some respect. You know,
I like to have a little dignity when I touch
a
myself.
little bit of dignity. You know, but sometimes I'm like, you're a dirty motherfucker. Let's just
speed it out.
yeah.
Beat this thing out like
Sometimes
it's
we're on a
Star
schedule.
Yeah, we got to get it done. Get out of there
You know
quickly.
what I mean? Hustle and bustle of life.
Yeah,
Sometimes
dude.
you just gotta.
I'm gonna start Venmoing myself every time I jerk myself off.
Wow. Put that in a little savings account. See what you got at the end of the
A
year.
little bit of
And then maybe at the end of the year, you're looking at the balance and being like, maybe I need to reevaluate some things. You know?
yeah, dude.
I spent a lot of money jerking myself off this year. God damn.
You increase the price every time you do it just because it keeps getting better and better. It would probably motivate
Yeah.
you to jerk yourself off better. Or
But
maybe
like
take
if it's not as good, you'd be like, I'm
$3.
I'm not paying you for that.
Shit, I'm not paying
fucking
you
whore.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I'm
phenomenal,
not
dude.
paying you.
That's a hell of a concept there.
It is.
So what do you think about Robert Kraft and the whole deal with that? Like, how you going to get mad at that guy? Come on. All right, do you know the whole
Well,
story?
I do.
Do you know about his personal life?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I think his wife just died or something.
His wife just died of cancer.
Like, look.
His model girlfriend is pregnant with another dude's baby.
Really?
Another dude's
I
baby.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Dude's ugly as sin.
Here's
billionaire.
Here's my little hot take on the whole thing. What makes me angry, and let's just get this right out of the way. Fuck Patriot Nation. All right,
Couldn't
I don't
agree more.
Fucking like you, but I also don't appreciate how the story got. Like the very first headlines were Robert Kraft involved with like human trafficking, sex
it?
trafficking. Yeah.
Holy shit.
But really, like, the story was bro got caught up at a rub and tug, probably a $60 rub and tug, and now, and like, that's the spin is
Sex trafficking.
sex trafficking.
Come on.
Right. Like,
Get your story straight.
yeah, talk about a
Fake news.
that's a wild
Fake
spin on it.
news.
Right.
That's fake news. That's not even a wild spin.
Right.
But here's another problem. You're Robert Kraft. What are you doing? What are you doing at a $60 rub and tug?
I couldn't agree more.
You're a billionaire. Go
I couldn't
pay
agree
somebody
more.
a couple $100 to jerk you off. Keep their
in
mouth
the comfort
shut.
of your own home.
In the comfort of your own home.
Right.
What are you
Yeah.
doing, Robert Kraft? You dumb fuck.
So like you deserve to get caught for that.
You do. You do. If you're gonna be a cheap fuck and you're a billionaire, sorry,
Yeah.
you're going to jail.
I mean, frugal.
Your reputation's
He's
ruined.
not going to jail. And I don't even think his reputation's ruined.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It shouldn't be.
No way.
It shouldn't be, dude.
No way.
Prostitution should be legal.
Those people.
You paid a
I
chick.
just
She
watched-
was willing to do it. What's the problem here?
Right, exactly. Like, so this is not some those establishments, from what I understand, it's, no one is getting forced to do anything. I hate to pull this phrase out, but
Don't.
like victimless crime.
It is a victimless crime. If you're not being forced to do it,
Victimless crime.
yeah, it is. It is a victimless crime. I mean,
And
I just don't know. People get so outraged over everything, like they're sinless, bro.
right.
Like they don't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude. We all do shit wrong. Like, why are you gonna try to just blow somebody else up for doing something wrong
Yeah. Well, I mean,
just because he owns the Patriots?
you ain't got no haters. You ain't popping.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's definitely right. That's definitely right. So, but I'm just saying, think about the situation that dude's in. So, wife dies of cancer, depressing. Supermodel wife gets pregnant. It's not your baby. Depressing.
Yeah.
The least. You
Oh,
can
is she
do-
gone though? I mean, I
have no
I'm
clue.
Robert Kraft.
Don't know. You're gone. You're out of here. You ain't getting a dollar.
There ain't
dime
there
of my
ain't.
money.
If I got Robert Kraft money, there ain't a prenup on this planet that could hold up to my lawyers.
Absolutely not. I ain't taking care of that baby. Huh?
Huh?
I ain't
Okay.
taking care of it. I'm
Okay.
70 years old, and I ain't taking care of that youngin'. That baby don't look like me.
Robert Kraft. I mean, at 70 years old, he's living his absolute best life.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't
dude.
taking care of that baby.
He probably got a ticket for getting jerked off at the rub and tug and then went to another rub and tug and did it again. Just for GP.
Yeah, on GP, he bought the rub and tug.
For everyone. He said rub and tugs for everyone. Oh, he bought the actual establishment.
And then he
This is
hashtag
mine.
He hashtag Patriot Nation.
He hashtag Patriot Nation, hashtag rub and tug, hashtag geriatric jerk off, hashtag, hashtag pay for
Yeah.
masturbation,
Yeah.
hashtag don't jerk yourself off, hashtag if you're 70 years old and you're a billionaire, never jerk yourself off again, ever.
Let the masseuse do it.
Let the masseuse do it.
Yeah.
Pop you a couple Viagras,
Yeah.
go up in the
Couple
R&B or the
couple-
R&T,
Couple old blue diamonds.
pop you a couple old fucking African black ain'ts, and take your take your little hard shaft up in there and let somebody touch it. Huh?
Okay.
Go to another country and get a dime piece prostitute
Yeah.
for $250 and never speak of it again. One that
Just
doesn't
make
speak
sure,
English.
hey, no disrespect, but make sure they're not from Nigeria or they'll fuck that one up.
What do you mean? Oh, they'll snitch on you.
Boom.
They'll snitch on you like they snitched on Jesse Smollett.
Juicy Jesse.
Good God, them boys started singing like birds, didn't
Like
they?
Canaries.
God
Yeah,
damn, boy.
Yeah.
How you gonna get that man to pay? I heard it was his
Because
trainer.
they were so. I think it was they. I heard people like. They're like, well, why aren't they getting in trouble and da da da? I said because people are so worried about this dude masterminding the whole thing. Like they got immunity.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
Oh Lord.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We fing to turn up in here.
Thank you.
Got us some old Starbucks. What's up, cuz?
Starbies.
Hey.
Hey.
Singing along to Z shit, the ZZ song, and he kept saying Z shit, Z shit.
Oh, yeah, I like that song.
Looking
That's,
like I still do fraud.
Yeah, he was.
Pull up in that demon on guard.
Yeah.
Looking like I still do fraud. Z shit. That's that Z
That's
shit.
that Z shit.
Z shit. Hey, Maddox say, it's a vibe. he said Z shit. It's a vibe.
Gotta teach him young.
It's a vibe. Hell yeah, that was the proudest moment of my life when my kids started singing Kodak Jack. I meant Kodak Black.
Make an Asian one hibachi. Make Italian one Versace.
What'd you get? Same thing as me?
I got vanilla.
I don't know what I got, but
I'm a
it's,
basic bitch when it comes
it's
to my
slamming.
Starbucks.
I don't even know what it is. It's got espresso in it.
It's got what in it?
Can you hear that?
It's got what? Well, say that word again.
Espresso.
No.
Espresso.
That's not what you said.
I said espresso.
Yeah. It's what?
That's it, right? Espresso.
Negative.
What?
What
What do you mean? What are you
you're
talking
joking
about,
with me.
dude?
Espresso?
Espresso.
There you go.
Espresso.
Nope.
Thought it had an X in it.
No, you didn't.
Not kidding.
No, you
Not
didn't.
joking.
You've seen the word spelled out before.
Espresso.
There you go.
I always thought idiots said espresso, but actually I'm the idiot for saying
Idiots say
espresso.
espresso. Yeah.
Let me get that espresso expressfully. Give me an expressful attitude. Yeah, you may have to, yeah. It's all good. You want me to come over there and fix it, or you think you got it? Can you work a clamp? That's the real question. You can say espresso, but can you work a clamp? Let's see what he's got here, guys. He's going in for the turn. He's turning righty-tighty. He's going the right way. Let's see. Can he do it? Is it possible? I'll come over there and fix it for you.
I don't want you to come do shit.
You see how I had to rig that thing up with that? Because it won't clamp to the table.
A little bit of finesse.
Look at that, dude. He's finessing that thing, bro. That's like $1 million HJ right there.
Come fuck with me.
You just performed on that thing. Make sure she's real
bro.
tight, bro.
I don't undervalue myself.
Make sure she's
or
real
my talents.
tight, baby. Because when you start moving it towards you, it might. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got them forearm muscles, bro. Your Venmo is full. Your Venmo is full of that
saving up for
self-jerk
college
money.
fund, baby. It's the college fund right
How
there.
unnecessary is college nowadays, dude?
It is.
I mean, there's YouTube. It's free. Instead of spending 50 G's on a college tuition, spend $5 a month on Vimeo or Vizio or whatever it's fucking called.
Yeah.
YouTube Red.
I don't know.
Fuck Harvard.
I work with a couple
YouTube
people.
education.
I work with a couple people, and they're going to school, and this girl just graduated, and I don't really like listen to her a lot when she talks, so I don't remember like.
Kind of sounds like noises.
I don't remember what the degree is that she just got, but I remember being like, "And you plan on doing what with that?"
What?
You know what I mean?
It's like some weird degree.
I don't know. It's just like, bro, I don't know.
Just some weird shit that you're like, how are you gonna apply this in everyday life?
Really. Like, what do you plan on doing with that? What am I gonna do with a gun rack?
Rack your guns.
I don't even own a gun.
Oh, what are you gonna do with a gun? I'm gonna put my guns on it.
Yeah. Well, you will.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't go to college, and I turned out fine.
This guy.
You know?
Yeah, I tried to go to college 3 times, failed every fucking time.
Now, I actually plan on trying to go back in the fall.
What are you gonna go for? Something that's applicable for everyday life?
I'm gonna get a substance abuse.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's definitely applicable. People are gonna always abuse substances.
Yeah. I actually I sent a resume and like a nice cover letter to a couple places around town.
Nice.
I'm gonna try and get a job, working, and then go to school in the fall.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. You're gonna like school. A lot of dime pieces.
Probably not gonna like school.
You're gonna love it.
I'm 35.
Dime pieces. You look
That's fine.
28. Let's be honest. Look at that mustache.
Yeah. I mean,
that thing is strong. Boy, look at that thing.
it's been a good week for the mustache.
I feel like I'm talking to Salvador Dali reincarnated up in this piece, son.
That's fair.
Less homosexual though. Little
Was
bit.
he a homosexual?
A little bit less homosexual.
Was he?
Pretty sure he fucked dudes.
Good enough.
But
that's like the only prerequisite for being a homosexual.
but it doesn't make you a homosexual, does it?
I think it does.
Does it?
Maybe not.
Does it though?
I think.
Does it though?
I think.
If I roof one roof, does that make me a roofer?
No.
Absolute. If I bake one cake, does that make me a baker? No, sir.
No.
So if I suck one dick, does that make me a homosexual?
Man.
Now I really just fucked your whole life up, huh?
Yeah.
I just fucked your whole world up. What are you doing, dude? Oh. Can you shut that door? Can you shut that door? He's like, no. Hell no. Look how he comes in here with his hands on his...
Flossing.
What are you doing? You dabbing?
Showing your shirt.
Yeah, he
It's
was.
the heavy drip.
I think I'm going to go take him to see a fire truck today. He's obsessed with fire trucks.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the fire station and just be like, hey,
Hey,
you dudes aren't doing anything.
Let
We
the
pay
kid-
you
yeah.
pay you tax money.
let the kid climb on the truck.
Let the kid climb the fucking truck, asshole.
Right.
Dude, when we were at the comedy club the other night, there was a girl on stage, and she was talking about blow-up dolls. It was her first time on stage, and she was like, does anyone out there have a blow-up doll? And then nobody...
Like a blow-up sex doll?
Yeah, blow-up sex doll. So I'm like, nobody says anything.
Yeah.
And the joke is about to rest in peace.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it. I raised my hand. I'm like, I got one.
Yeah.
And then I pointed at Jordan, and I was like, we fucking share it.
Yeah.
She said, how does that work? And this dude, the room's full of 100 people. And I said, there's 2 holes. Jordan screams out, I fucked the ass in the comedy club, and everybody dies, dude. We laughed for like 20 minutes about it, dude. It was so funny. We went dead last, but it was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I'm going to come. I thought about meeting
a lot of dime pieces in there.
I just
you should do open mic. Just try it. Fuck it. Dude, fucking out of the 30 people, 27 of them blew dick.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I'm scared. I don't know.
Why be scared when 90% of them?
No, you know what? I think that if I
was scared. I was scared I was going to suck. I was scared I was going to bomb, dude.
But okay, here's the thing though. I just I don't want to go unprepared. Like I feel like if I knew what I was going to say, I would be confident in it.
Dude, I wouldn't go up there without notes. There's no way I'd go up there without any type of
Maybe
points.
I'll start preparing something.
Dude, I got so much stuff written in my phone. Dude, I got so many different.
Really?
So, all right. So here's my way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
So it's 10:45 at night. We're the last motherfuckers to go on out of 30. There's 25 people left in the room. There was 100 to begin with. It's late. It's a Thursday night, and me and Jordan made all those people laugh in there.
Yeah.
If we can do that, we can kill a whole fucking packed room because laughter is contagious. If you laugh, it makes me laugh. Even if I don't think what that person's saying is funny, you think it's funny, it makes me think it's funny.
Yeah.
It makes me think I'm missing out on something because I'm stupid.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I'm going to just laugh so I don't look fucking stupid in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, dude. There was a guy. I'll tell you this.
That's a good attitude.
There was a guy that went on with a mustache, just a mustache, thick. It was strong. So he goes on his whole bit. Okay, he gets up there and he's like, now there's nothing funny about a little girl getting killed. He was like, but what kind of name is John Benet Ramsey? And he goes, John Benet Ramsey sounds like the name of someone who would kill a little girl. Yeah. And I thought that was fucking hilarious. And he goes, if I had to guess how someone who was named John Benet Ramsey died, I would say musket fire. And I was like, that's phenomenal, dude. And he went in for 5 minutes about John Benet Ramsey. It was great. It was fucking fantastic. He was the best one. And then the guy before me fucking murdered.
Did you see anybody there that we know?
Well, Greg came up there. BJ and his girlfriend, the guy that comes to the fights, the blonde-headed girlfriend, he came up there. Philip came up there. Huh. But other than that,
no, like people.
No, nobody.
You know what I mean?
Nobody.
I thought I heard of like some people we know that have done that.
I think people have done it. I'm going every Thursday. But here's my game. Here's my game plan. So So all 4 subjects that I talked about got laughs. So I've got the right premises for my jokes. It's like developing develop like a subject, like some type of subject you want to stick to and make jokes out of. So I got some good premises. I can work on all 4 of those. So I'm going to probably bring up one of those premises when I go up next time and then try 2 other. Like I'm going to develop a premise into a joke and then I'm going to try 2 other premises after that. See if they get laughs. If they get laughs, I'll develop those and then I'll have like 5 or 6 jokes I can.
How long did you do this for? What was the set like?
I was up there like 4 minutes.
Really?
Probably about a minute per premise.
So that's nice and quick.
Yeah. It's 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes. Like it's 3 to 5 minutes. So 3 minutes if it's your first time. You're supposed to be up. There's a red light that comes on. The red light comes on. You got to try to wrap it up. Yeah. If you really suck, the guy that's hosting the thing will come up and pretty much take the mic from you. Yeah, happened to 2 people.
Ruthless.
It was great. I was like, fuck yeah, take the mic. Yeah, me and Jordan were heckling a little bit. If you can imagine that.
It's tough to imagine.
If you can imagine that. But it was fun, man. Like, it was super cool because literally, dude, if you're good at something like that or if you can get good at something like that, you're going to get paid to talk shit. How much better could it possibly be to get paid to talk shit? Yeah. And you get to get out all your frustrations with society, and there's so many I have. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just how fucking stupid people are.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
It's getting bad, but it's so funny. Dude, comedy's the last fucking spot you can really speak. It's the last.
You know, I don't think it's how stupid people are getting. It's how easily offended they're getting.
It's outrage culture.
It's outrage culture.
They get outraged over everything, dude.
And like, look, like the permit patties of the world.
Don't know what that means.
The barbecue Beckies of the world.
Don't know what that means either.
Really?
No, sir.
So like this whole last year, you can look them up. Like if you look up Permit Patty.
I know who Peppermint Patty is.
Not the same.
Okay.
So Permit Patty. Permit Patty was this viral video of like a couple fucking black kids in Chicago with a fucking lemonade stand. And this fucking white woman comes out and like calls the cops on these kids, like talking about like you don't have a permit, like da 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 da.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah,
like, bitch,
dumb fuck.
Let this fucking And then Barbecue Becky was a big one, and it was like a fucking, I think it was like a family reunion again, black people trying to have a barbecue in a public park. And this woman, like, called the cops on, like, trying to get these people shut down. Like, let these, like, what do you think they have a fucking grill in the park for? And they're trying to say, this bitch was trying to say, like, they couldn't have, like, charcoal. I don't remember what the thing was.
Mind your own fuckhole.
Like, if you
Moral of the
watch,
story.
you can pull up the Barbecue Becky video, and there's one of the family members who's at the barbecue. She takes her shit out and is filming the woman calling the cops.
Yeah.
And it's this long video, and this woman, she so finally she gets somewhere where there's a cop, and the woman is trying to explain to the cop, and even the cop, who's white, is like looking at her like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you serious right now? And the woman, and Barbecue Becky starts like crying, like she's scared for her life. And I'm like, come on, like, it makes me mad when I see another person just not letting somebody live.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking ridiculous.
Like, that shit does not affect you one bit. You know what I mean? And really, the Permit Patty shit pissed me off, because I'm like, look, these are children. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you should be happy to see a couple kids with a fucking lemonade stand.
Like trying to be entrepreneurs.
They're not on the street corner selling drugs. Like,
Yeah.
they're trying to sell fucking lemonade. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And like, and then it's like, people like wonder like where, like, to me, that's not, to me, that's where the division in our country like stems. Like, that's the front line of like racial and cultural division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not politics for me. For me, what I see, you know, like that, like socioeconomic divisions and lines in the sand. You know what I mean? Stuff they're talking about in like the House and the Senate and stuff. Like, that's not real world to me. Like, what's real world to me, and like what actually like makes me feel something one type of way or the other, is like when I see stuff like that, like viral videos of like in the streets like every day, you know. And you know, when it comes down to it, it's just it's racism, I guess. And
oh, it's racism
for no other,
if they were
for
white.
no reason.
If they were white and she wouldn't have done what she did, that's racist. If she did what she did just because the people were black, that's racist.
Yeah. So then here's the question: like, what's worse? Did she do it because she's a racist, or did she do it because she's a fucking bitch?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Probably
like,
a little.
I
Of
almost
both.
feel like. Well, I almost feel
racist bitch.
I almost feel, and this is maybe a weird opinion, but I almost feel like if it was because she's a racist, that's not as bad. Because then it's just like, well, she seems like she has some sort of fundamental to fall back on. Well, she didn't do it because she don't like black people, and like she's a racist, and that's why she was a fucking cunt.
Right, right.
But like, if it wasn't because they were black, she just did it because she's a fucking mean person, and it don't matter what your fucking skin color is.
She's just gonna be a cunt.
She's just a bad person.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, racism can be unlearned. You know what I mean? But like, if you're to your core a fucking bitch,
Good luck unlearning that.
good luck unlearning that.
Good
You know
luck
what I
living
mean?
your way into not being such
Yeah.
a cunt hole.
You know? And I think, you know, and like, I don't have a whole lot of experience or knowledge in like socio-philosophical issues. Like, I only have like opinions, but like, I think that like the first step to like unlearning racism is to just learning how to let people live.
Right, right. Hey, that makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like, you can reevaluate your opinions after letting a motherfucker be.
I think like one of the first steps to unlearning racism is to humanize everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
See people as a human. Or maybe even like if you're a racist, like get around people that don't look like you and hang out with them and find your similarities between yourself and them, because there's gonna be some.
Yeah,
All
but
humans have
here's
certain similarities.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you were to pose that scenario to a Permit Patty or Barbecue Becky, in her like, so when I grew up in Baltimore, and like I was around bad people for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I just feel like that's what they would envision. Like, there's no,
That's their stereotype.
you know what I mean? Like, that's the stereotype, and like, that's not really a good example, because, you know what I mean? Like, when you see, so like a couple weeks ago, there was like in a weekend in Baltimore, there was 14 shootings.
Holy shit.
14 shootings in like one night, in like 24 hours. 14 shootings, 4 dead.
Dude. Jesus Christ.
So like, that's, you know, and like, again, you know, and Baltimore and Chicago are always neck and neck on the most violent city in the country. And so like, you hear stuff like that, not even have to experience it firsthand. You know what I mean? And
And you form your opinion like that.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So it's very easy, I think. I think it's very easy for a Permit Patty or a Barbecue Becky to almost self-justify their own fucking, usually false opinions about people, just because they, for instance, heard about 14 shootings in 24 hours.
Or know the statistics.
Or know that, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, facts, like, numbers can be facts. You know what I mean? But like, numbers aren't always the truth about something.
Yeah, you're getting
See the
only a
difference?
part. So the thing, yeah, like good example is like gun violence. So like gun owner, gun violence type shit, because you know, a lot of gun deaths happen because people commit suicide or because of
And then
gang shootings or
those
school
numbers-
shootings, or
right.
you know, school shootings is such a small, or mass shootings are such a small part of gun violence.
Yeah.
But they're terrible.
Yeah.
They're fucking terrible.
I mean, I got a couple opinions on stuff like that, which, you know what I mean? That's another subject that I'm not the most knowledgeable about. But, you know, so here's the thing about, like, mass shootings. It was 96 or 97. Australia had that mass shooting.
And they took guns,
And
right?
they took guns away, and there has been zero gun violence
Yeah.
in over 20 years in Australia. England doesn't have guns. Cops don't even carry guns.
That's fucking stupid.
I mean, that's
Stupid as fuck.
That's stupid. And like, that's, you know, I can't pull out statistics on what their violence rate is like, but I would venture to guess that they have very little gun violence. You know, in our Constitution, we have the right to bear arms. And as that stands today, I don't necessarily disagree with it, but I also have to keep in mind that, like, what our forefathers intended, like the arms that they intended us to have the right to bear, were like single shot muskets and shit. You know what I mean? Like
That's
they
where
didn't.
me and you disagree, and this is great. I love it. I
Yeah.
love that. Like, we can disagree. I love you the same.
Yeah.
We're still fucking friends. So my issue with that is these guys were fucking smart. These guys were fucking smart.
The forefathers?
They saw the future of weaponry.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No,
they
they
did.
didn't.
They had machine guns back then. They had a fucking Gatling gun.
They didn't.
Gatling gun, bro.
You wanna know
the
when-
military
In the
didn't they?
Civil War, over almost 100 years after the Constitution was written.
1776 Constitution, right?
No. First of
Declaration
all,
of Independence, 1776.
Exactly.
Constitution after.
Constitution was written in like this, I think, and somebody's going to fact check
let's
this.
look it up.
I think it was
let's
the
get our facts straight.
1780s or the 1790s.
Constitution of the United States, right?
Yeah.
Let's just look it up. Let's don't fucking
Yeah.
This is one thing I don't want to guess about. You can tell we paid attention in history class.
Yeah.
Let's just look it up because this conversation can go somewhere.
Yeah.
Constitution. It would help if I could spell Constitution
It would.
of the United States.
It would.
When was it written? Well, we do when was it? Okay. Same place the Declaration of Independence was signed. The Constitution was written during the Philadelphia Convention, now known as the Constitutional Convention, which convened from May 25th, September 17th, 1787. It was
Right.
signed September 17th, 1787.
Right.
So we're talking about the 1700s. Let's look up when the Gatling gun was invented because
1860s.
the Gatling gun.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
used in the Civil War.
But I think that was that the first time it was used? I just think that the forefathers could foresee weaponry evolving. They knew
No
weaponry
way.
was not going to stay the same. They knew it. Just like we know technology's not going to stay the same. I feel like if we know that thing right there is going to get better, they knew weapons were going to get better.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of almost common sense.
So okay,
to me.
so look, if that's the case, they placed too high expectations on how we would respect the weapons and respect each other in the future. If they really had the foresight to believe that
They
the technology
definitely had the foresight.
would improve, then they totally fucked up on how human relations would improve.
I think that is a hard thing to foresee because we couldn't foresee how human relations are right now 15 years ago, I don't think. Maybe some people could see that.
I mean, what's so different now than it was 15 years ago?
I don't know, dude. I just feel like we've kind of regressed. Like,
Well,
our
look.
ability to
Hey,
communicate with one another has definitely regressed.
Hey, look, in the 60s, LA burned down Watts.
Yep.
In 92, they burned down LA. And then in just 2015, they tried to burn down Baltimore. So you tell me what's the difference?
Yeah, it's kind of the same.
What's the difference?
There's really no progression, is what I'm
No.
saying. It's kind of regression, almost.
Well, I don't know about. I mean, shit hasn't. I don't think things have gotten worse for race relations. But our ability to find out about things and to speak out on things has improved so much. You know what I mean? With the internet and social media, like everyone has a voice now.
Yeah.
So when everyone has the ability to be heard, the people that have a opinion on shit are going to speak about it.
Yeah.
And like I think that's really what it is. It may seem like things have gotten worse, but it's just
We know everything.
we just know everything
So
now.
the thing about the right to bear arms too is that it was put in place to protect the people from a tyrannical government. So it was put in
Right.
place so your government can't send military in and take over and become a tyrannical fucking force.
Right. Well, I mean, what do you think? I mean, I don't.
Because that's why we came here from England.
You know, it's hard.
That's why we came here from
I know.
England. So they knew their history. Now, if you're right and they didn't know their future, they definitely knew their history. They didn't want to. They didn't want to repeat their history as far as like England, like how England made them do all this crazy shit they didn't want to
Yeah.
do, and they were like, "Fuck that! We're not paying tax on tea, bitch.
Right.
Fuck you."
Right.
So we're gonna fight over it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that the Second Amendment was put in place to protect us from a tyrannical government. I'm pretty sure that's the case. But I definitely see what you're saying as far as like they didn't see where society was going, like as far as mass shootings and killing people for no reason. And because I don't know though, because they did it, but they did it back then. They killed people for no reason.
I'm
back
just
then.
saying, yeah, but fundamentally, the same society that wrote the Constitution to give us the right to bear arms is the same society that felt it was absolutely okay to own another person.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's definitely true.
Flat out.
How many of those people that signed the Constitution of the United States had slaves?
Every one of them.
I'm pretty sure you're correct.
Every one of them.
That's crazy, dude. That's fucking crazy.
So, like, that is the train of thought there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I don't disagree with the right to bear arms.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I like having my rights and my freedoms, but we're also following a document that was written in 1787.
Yeah, but that
Holy shit.
holds no water to me.
Really?
Because that's what the amendments are for. The right to bear arms is an amendment of the Constitution. It's not
Yeah,
in
when
the
was that-
Constitution.
when was that written?
The right to bear arms is the Second Amendment, which
Yeah,
means
when was
it was
the
the
amendment?
second documented change
Right.
to the Constitution.
Second Amendment, when was it written? When?
Right. So, you know,
I love Google.
we as a country have
1791.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Let me read this whole little paragraph.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm not telling you wrong information. History of the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment provides U.S. citizens the right to bear arms. Ratified in December 1791, the amendment says a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Right.
So 1791, it was amended.
A regulated militia.
A
Which does not
well-regulated
mean-
militia.
Which does not mean every swinging dick on the block can have whatever fucking gun they want.
But that's how it is right now. They're not allowed to have guns if they don't have a permit.
Right.
You're not. Well, actually,
Come on, bro. I go get a fucking gun at
you have to
Walmart.
be
and I'm a
21.
multiple.
You have to be 21 to buy a handgun. You have to be 21. You have to fucking they do a background check if you buy any type of firearm. They might fuck that up. They don't do a good job.
You're telling me that I can't go into Walmart right now and go buy a 12-gauge shotgun?
Are you a felon?
Yeah.
We should try it. We should videotape it and try it.
I'm on probation. I'd rather not.
Yeah, we'll get someone else.
I'm not allowed
We'll
to
get
have,
someone else.
I'm
to
not
do
allowed
that.
to have any weapons.
Dude, if we could we could sue Walmart.
Well, yeah. That's not going to go anywhere, but I'm just
They
saying-
don't do a good
So I'm
job
just saying-
enforcing the laws they already have. That's my
Right.
issue. Like, there's
Right.
enough gun laws in place. They don't enforce the ones that are already there.
I don't believe I don't think well, how am I going to try and say this?
Take your time.
I firmly believe that we as a society should be allowed the right to own a weapon to protect ourselves, our families, and our freedoms.
I agree.
However, I do not believe in having these weapons so readily available to anyone.
Yeah, I mean that makes
You know
sense.
what I mean?
I feel like you should. I mean, they really don't have that many regulations in place. Like, nobody shows you how to use
None of
the
any
shotgun.
substance. No regulations of any real, you know what I mean? And the thing is, like the handgun thing, you know, look, that doesn't mean shit to me.
Right.
Because-
what, like being 21?
Back home, I could get a gun just as easily as I get anything.
Right. So can any criminal.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
It's a
The
touchy,
school shootings really make me sad.
Yeah, me too.
And like the thing is, I don't think that we're the only country in the world to have school shootings, but like the statistics are mind blowing.
Yeah.
Mind blowing that you know, we have so many more. You know, there's like over 100 school shootings a year, I think.
Do you think these school shootings are connected to the way we treat each other?
Yeah.
Do you think they're connected to social
I
media?
do. No. Columbine happened in 98. That was way before social media.
Yeah, that might be an outlier. Like as far as why that happened.
No, but I think that goes to the point of it happens how we treat each other.
Yeah, because they treated those kids bad, but those kids could have been like total psychopaths.
I mean, they were psychopaths.
They
those
wrote
kids were
journals
psychopaths.
about killing their family.
Yeah, those kids were psychopaths. But like, the shooting in South Carolina, Dylan Hood.
Oh God,
You know what I mean?
Roof.
Dylan Roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, he killed
Oh.
like 11 people in a church,
Oh,
a black
makes me
church.
fucking cringe, dude.
You know what I mean?
Ugh. Watch Mass Shooter on HBO. You're gonna fucking love it.
Really?
Dude. Oh, it's giving me chills, dude. Look at the chills.
There was
It's
in,
amazing,
in
bro.
07 at the Dark Knight premiere.
Yeah, that's on there. Dylan Roof's on there.
Yep.
The guy who shot up the Arabian church or whatever. He shot up the Muslim church. The white guy went and shot like 15 people at a fucking Muslim
Really?
church or Muslim mosque. At the it's a mosque.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you watch Mass Shooter, dude. You'll fucking
Yeah, I
love
will.
it. Dude, it's crazy because these people tell the story from the perspective of being there.
Really?
Cops, people who survived,
Really?
people who got shot. There's one cop that got shot 13 times. Listen to this. It's the last episode. You're going to fucking love it. Cop comes into the mosque to try to save the people. He gets shot 13 times. The guy was going to a closet that had 13 people in it when the cop pulled up. When the cop pulled up, the guy turned away from the closet, shot the cop 13 times. The cop lived, saved 13 people's lives.
Wow.
He got shot one time for every person that was in that closet. The dude shot him while he was on the ground, and he still lived. Shot him in the fucking head.
Really?
Shot the cop in the head, and he still lived, dude. And he's in the documentary, and he's a bad motherfucker, dude. Bad motherfucker. You just entered a whole new world with HBO, dude.
Oh, that's
Whole
on
new
HBO,
world.
not Netflix. HBO.
Dude, it's on HBO. It's called Mass Shooter.
Woo,
Let me
shout out.
double check because I got all of it. I got Showtime and all
Yeah.
that shit. Let me
Oh, we're
double
back
check.
on HBO now.
Dude, let me double
Oh,
check, but I'm
man.
pretty sure it's HBO. It's called Mass Shooter. It may be Showtime. I
Very
can't
exciting.
remember.
Ooh,
dude.
we're back on Showtime too, so we're good.
Oh, you're on Showtime.
Yeah,
Check
yeah.
both of them. It's
Yeah.
called Mass Shooter. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's called
you
Mass.
watch Ray Donovan yet?
Nah, what is that?
On
I think you
Showtime?
were talking about
I
it
was.
on the podcast.
You watch Billions?
No,
Yo.
I'm more into like documentaries and shit. Just because I get wrapped up in these shows and like
Yeah.
I feel like I waste a lot of time.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I don't like wasting time,
That's
dude.
true. Game of Thrones is coming back though.
See, I watched the first season of Game of Thrones and I liked it. It made me feel like a kid when I was reading Lord of the Rings again.
You gotta watch, bro. You gotta. First season's cool, but the first season,
How it ends is amazing.
I think-
Everybody dies at the dinner.
what
Wasn't that the first season when they have the big bloodbath at the dinner?
the Red Wedding. That
Red
was like
Wedding, that was
season
it.
2 or 3.
Okay, well then I've seen that too.
Yeah.
I had one on DVD and then the other ones I watched on
Oh my god, bro. It gets so good. That's very
bunch
exciting.
of incest.
A little bit.
Probably why you like it.
A little bit.
Let's be honest.
I mean, I'm an only child, so can't relate. Can't relate,
a
but
lot of brother sister
whatever,
fucking on there,
you
dudes.
know.
I mean, as long as I get to see some titties, I don't
You know,
care who's
yeah,
fucking
there's
them.
plenty of 'em.
They're just actors. They're not really related. Fuck.
right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you entered a whole new world with HBO. You got to watch Neverland. Gotta
Yeah, I'm gonna
it.
watch it. So we were talking
Super
about it.
disturbing.
Look, we were talking about it, and I'm.
Billie Jean.
Hey, look, if
not
Billie
my
Jean,
love.
if Billie Jean comes on the radio, I'm not turning it off.
I am the one.
I'm saying it's.
Yeah, it does. You like that?
Are you done?
You like that? I like when you're talking
I
about it
could-
and I'm singing in the background.
Could have done without it, but it's all right. You know.
Dude, Michael Jackson was the shit.
Yo,
bro.
I was at my house. I had a friend over yesterday, and I was looking through my closet to put on something, and I got a pretty sick Michael Jackson T-shirt, and I said, "Is this gonna be in bad taste if I wear this now?"
Fuck no.
I'm
Fuck
telling you, like
no. Dude, everybody's been knowing this since the 90s.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Everybody's.
this is not this cannot be so outrageous to people that they get mad about it now. Like
Oh, they're going to get mad about it because we're in an outrage culture. But dude, think about this. I just want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Mhm.
Think about being alive. And when was Michael Jackson? 70s, 80s, 80s?
I mean 70s, 80s, 90s.
Why are your eyes open? Okay. All right.
70s, 80s, 90s.
All right. So you're alive back then. Michael Jackson is the biggest superstar ever to live, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, this dude is the shit, right? Every time you see him on TV, he's holding a little boy's hand. That's not his child.
Right.
Every time you see him,
Right.
he's a weird-looking fuck that looks like a woman.
Yeah.
He looks more like Janet Jackson than Michael Jackson. Let's just be honest. Weird.
He looked more like Latoya.
All right, you can open him now. So you
More
see
like
him.
Latoya.
You see him with a little kid every time you see him. Biggest superstar on the planet. Could have more pussy than anyone in the world.
Yeah.
Could have 50 women in one day if he wanted to. But he's hanging out with little boys. How fucking dumb are those
Yeah.
people back then for not realizing what
Here's-
was going on? His house was a carnival.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing for me is this is not news to anyone.
No, absolutely
You know what I mean?
not.
Like the allegations have been out there for 25 years. What people should be outraged about are the parents, so I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you for sure.
Tell me.
All right, so let's say currently Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, love him.
I mean,
Can
JT,
I sing a song or is it going to bother you?
I'd rather you not. I'm trying to make a point.
Can I sing it in the background?
Go ahead and get it out.
Cry me a river. All right,
good
I'm
one.
done. I'm done.
So let's say that. So Justin Timberlake. Let's say he's the biggest star in the world right
He's
now.
pretty big.
He's
Let's
pretty
say
big.
The Rock.
No,
Can
no,
we
no.
say The
Justin
Rock?
Timberlake because it's music.
Okay.
So Justin Timberlake comes to you and Kim,
Oh, I'm gonna be like, "What up, Just?"
and then he says, "Look, I really fucks with Maddox. Can he come? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna take you, Kim, and Maddox, and we're gonna go down to Disney World for the weekend. I'm gonna show y'all everything. You know what I mean? All VIP. Blah 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 blah.
Let's back it up a little bit. What brought him here?
It don't matter.
No, it does matter.
I mean,
That
why?
is the
Why is
biggest-
it?
Because it matters. Because I want to know why you're here.
I
I
don't
have
know.
to know, dude. I have to
I
know.
have no idea. How
I
did?
have to know.
I
You
don't
got to
know.
come up with something
we
because I
don't-
have to know.
Because he watched the podcast.
Oh, cool.
Perfect.
Fuck yeah.
Right. So here's the thing.
He's like,
so,
dude, I'm a big fan of your podcast. I
Right.
want to do a podcast with you.
but he really just wants to be friends with your son.
Weird.
Okay.
Odd.
So then
Red flag.
he says, I really think your son is cool. Why don't you guys come down, be my guest at Disney World, all VIP, blah 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 blah
We're
blah.
going.
So you go.
We're going.
Right. Of course you go.
Of course.
And then you get to the hotel, and he says, how about Maddox come stay in my room
Nope.
with me? Right.
No, sir.
Right.
No.
So the parents.
We're not friends anymore,
the,
JT.
the parents of the kids.
How about your wife comes and stays with me?
I'm saying the
We're
parents.
cool. We can trade? You
Right.
wanna no, I'm just kidding.
But-
I'd never trade my kid for anything.
But the parents said yes.
Some of them. And then
Yeah.
he had to work on some of them to say yes.
So I'm saying-
He manipulated a lot of them
Why
to say
are
yes.
why are these people obviously like people deserve to be outraged at him for whatever it is he may or may not have done.
Definitely did it.
I mean, you know,
Absolutely.
look, first and foremost, the motherfucker's dead. You know what I mean?
Dead
Like
as
y'all
fuck.
gonna dig him up and lock up his bones? Like he's fucking dead.
Lock his family up.
But look,
I'm just kidding.
but I'm saying like where's the outrage to the parents that were like, "Sure, we'll let little Timmy stay in your room?"
Terrible parents.
Like what the fuck? Like that makes me mad.
Wait till you watch the documentary and you see how there's one lady.
Yeah.
She let her kid stay with Michael Jackson and he got raped and shit by him or whatever. And she like shows no emotion.
It fucking it makes
He
me
bought
so
him a
mad.
house.
I fucking hope
That's
he did.
all he cared about. That's all that lady cared about was things.
Right.
Didn't care about people, but cared about things.
Right.
It was so sad, dude.
Yeah,
How
it's fucking
terrible of a
sad.
fucking parent do you have to be?
Yeah. And yet
Protect your children.
and we're not and
They
I
can't
and,
protect themselves.
right. And now I don't
Fuck.
hear anybody saying lock them up.
Dude, that's a great idea.
Lock them up. Like that's negligence. Like that is
Just like lock up the people whose kids got their guns and shot the school up. Lock up those fucks.
Well, it may
They
be.
were
Yeah,
negligent with their firearms. Their kid got the gun, shot the school up.
I agree.
You're responsible.
I agree.
That kid, if he got a gun from somebody else, that's not the parent's fault. If he
Right.
got the gun from you, bitch, you go to jail.
Yeah.
Same shit with those people. They didn't protect their fucking child.
They didn't protect the child.
You had a responsibility when you brought that child into the world to protect them until they can protect themselves.
Exactly.
You took that responsibility on when you decided to have that fucking kid. And if you didn't want to take that responsibility on, you give that kid up for adoption and let somebody else take that fucking responsibility
Well, it's
on.
like, when they
That's
had
a great idea, Bradley.
I'm sure-
Lock up the fucking parents.
when they had
Slay
those
those
kids,
motherfuckers.
when they had those kids, obviously, I don't think that they ever thought they could put a price on what their child was worth to them.
But they did.
But eventually, they found a price.
They did.
You know what I mean? Eventually, a situation arose where that child could be bought in one way or the other, and
That is trafficking.
and that's a form of trafficking.
It
yeah.
is, dude. You sold your fucking kid to Michael
Yeah.
Jackson. You rented your kid
Really,
out to
you
Michael
know what?
Jackson.
You rented your kid out to Michael Jackson, but you sold your soul for a house.
Yeah, absolutely.
You sold your child's soul.
Yeah.
Because
you should
now
see how
those
these
children-
grown adults, how fucked up they are
Yeah, exactly.
on the video.
And that to me is why they deserve to be punished,
Absolutely.
because you have irreparably damaged your child now, who is now a damaged adult.
Absolutely.
You
Will
know what I mean?
always be damaged.
Now it's a damaged adult.
Dude, some of those kids the little kids were such big fans of Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Like they would have done one kid was in love with Michael Jackson.
right.
He was a 7-year-old in love with Michael Jackson because he didn't know what it was like to be loved by somebody or to be in
I
love.
mean, at 7 years old, you don't know what love is.
No. Dude, that's crazy, dude. That's such a good point.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers should be punished. Those parents.
Absolutely. More so than the, I don't know about more so than the memory of Michael Jackson, but like, and this is how fickle society is, okay? But like, this will blow over. Like, in 2 years, Michael Jackson will be back to the legend status that he is.
King of pop.
The king of pop. Because look, it didn't take long. Like the trial he had was like 96, 97.
He paid him off $10
98.
million. Paid him $10 million to drop the
So
charges.
he had a trial. And then he was acquitted. You know what I mean? And he was a fucking monster for a couple years. And it fucking blew over. Society chose to forget. And he went back to, and then he died, and he went back to the legend that he is or has been. You know what I mean?
His funeral had like millions of people
This
at
is
it.
going to blow over, and I'm not saying that he should not be remembered as a pedophile or a
Definitely
monster.
should.
I'm not saying he shouldn't. All I'm saying is that when someone is first and foremost so talented, and when someone is so revered for what they do, you know what I mean? Like, there was a time when there was no better singer, no better performer, no better selling recording artist. Everything he did, he was the absolute greatest at.
Yeah.
I'm saying that when you're at that level, we as a society, I would hope, can separate
The two. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I can,
Right.
and that's why I said straight up, like, fucking Billie Jean Thriller comes on, I'm not changing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
You know what I mean?
fantastic, dude.
It's going up to 11,
He's not talking about raping children.
and I don't, it sucks. It sucks for the kids, and it's a terrible thing. But like at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. He's dead anyway.
Yeah.
And maybe I just don't care because it's so far removed from how things affect me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not a parent. Like, I grew up, like in the time that I grew up already knowing that Michael was a legend for what it was that he did.
Right.
And when all this stuff came out in the mid to late 90s, I had already formed an opinion of him as a performer.
As did everybody in the world.
Well, what I mean is he was already the king of pop to me.
Right.
And I was already old enough to be like, Michael's a pedophile? Like, well, that's fucked up. But, like, I'm not changing Thriller.
Yeah, yeah.
I was already like that.
Why not take the good out of the situation, which is everything he ever did, like, artistically? I mean, that's the good.
Yeah.
He was a fucked up person. Okay. Evil man. Whatever.
I mean, he bought all those Beatles songs
Yeah.
and gave them back, I think.
Did he?
I think he gave them back.
I don't understand. He bought Happy Birthday. Dude, he's so rich, he bought Happy Birthday.
He bought
dude.
Happy Birthday.
He bought the rights to Happy Birthday. That's why they can't sing it in the restaurants. That's why they can't say Happy Birthday. That's why they're like Happy Birthday.
Bullshit. I see him sing Happy Birthday all the time.
I think when he died that it went back up in the air. So like he bought the rights to Happy Birthday.
That's correct. I'm gonna need.
We're gonna look that up. We're gonna look that up, dude.
God damn.
Pretty sure I'm correct. Disregard everything I said in this podcast.
I'm trying to think of another like celebrity scandal that like blew over like that.
Let's look here.
Like there was I saw on Facebook, you know, a big parallel, like R. Kelly defenders are posting pictures of Elvis when he's 25 had a 14-year-old wife.
Weird.
And I'm like,
that's weird.
you can't. Here's the thing: is you can't judge. You can't judge a scenario that took place 70 years ago by today's standards.
No, you can't.
You know what I mean?
It's no longer acceptable. Just like it's no longer acceptable to beat your wife.
Right.
Just like it's no longer acceptable to fucking have a slave.
But you can't say why is that okay and what R. Kelly is doing not okay.
You're justifying evil with evil.
Right.
Bullshit.
So here's the thing with that. What Elvis did back then is not okay now, but was okay then.
Weird too, right?
So like you can't. It's not the same. Just because it may appear the same now, it's not the same because nothing was the same then.
You pissed on somebody, R. Kelly.
You know, like
you pissed on a 14-year-old girl.
Look. When Elvis Presley had a 14-year-old wife, they still had like whites only fucking water fountains.
Yeah.
So how are you going to say anything is the same?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
agree,
all of
100%.
society's standards of what is or is not okay now, and they're judging shit that happened years ago as like a defense. Like, bro, ain't nobody defending R. Kelly. Like, who thinks what R. Kelly has done is okay? And like, here's the thing about R. Kelly for me. It's that it's twofold for me, and it's very similar for me for Michael Jackson. It's not just the acts of what happened. You know what I mean? It's not, to me, it's not just about what R. Kelly did to so many young girls. That's bad enough. All right, that goes without saying. For me, the outrage for me is all the people for so many years that allowed it to happen.
Absolutely.
That enabled it to happen. That turned a blind eye to it happening.
Same shit with Michael Jackson.
Right, exactly.
The world turned a blind eye to that man.
Right.
The world.
Right. And like, you know, I'm not, again, I do not want this to come off as like a defense, but like it's kind of way more understandable from Michael Jackson considering who he was.
R. Kelly's nowhere close.
R. Kelly ain't no MJ.
R. Kelly's nowhere close.
You know?
Not even in the same bracket.
Right. And I'm just saying, like,
did you get your shots? Did you get your shots? R. Kelly. Come on,
it just
bro.
doesn't. And that's the society. That's enabling criminal and malicious behavior
Because you're good at something.
because of a social standing,
Because of who you are.
because of who you are.
That's bullshit.
And it's-
Fuck that. Just
you
because
know-
you're good at something doesn't mean you can do whatever the fuck you want. You should be held to the same standard as everybody else in America.
Yeah.
But
Now-
you're not.
Now here's
but
the
you're
thing.
not.
Now look, there's plenty of people with high social standings that could be assholes. Don't care. You know what I mean? Like I don't really believe in like the top 1% hoarding their money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not while Flint, Michigan doesn't have clean water.
Yeah, but Jaden Smith and Elon Musk took care of that.
Fuck no,
Private.
they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
No?
Are you kidding me? No. It just came out this week that Jaden Smith intends on doing it.
Oh, he didn't do anything.
No one's
I read
done
a whole
anything.
article about Elon Musk putting these filtration systems on their water fountains where they can drink the water.
Flint, Michigan don't have clean water.
Maybe the article I read was fake news.
They don't have clean water right now. But what I'm saying is I don't believe in that when there are so many.
Have you watched the documentary on Flint?
No.
You need to. They fuck their own selves up over and over and over
and I've heard
over.
that. And I've heard that. But
we bail out motherfuckers whenever we bail
Right.
out huge corporations when they fuck up, but we can't bail out Flint, Michigan.
I'm saying like the government.
we the
right,
people.
just-
That's bullshit,
so-
man. Help
so-
those motherfuckers out, man.
So individual people. It's crazy. I saw. I watched an old interview with George Carlin.
Oh, he's great.
And he was talking about like the latter end of his career. He was on the Charlie Rose show, and he was talking about like the basis of his comedy, and he made a point where basically fundamentally all his comedy was about was there is an inherent goodness in the individual person. But when people start coming together and grouping, they get dumber. And they make worse choices. And they get meaner. And so with Flint, Michigan, they very well may have had many opportunities to help themselves. You know what I mean? But people are stupid.
Yeah.
And people make bad decisions. You know what I mean? So them screwing themselves out of their own clean water, as dumb as that may be, is absolutely no justification for someone else to not come clean it up for them.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
fucking human on this planet deserves clean, drinkable water.
Absolutely. 100%.
You know, and that's the bottom line. So when all this shit came out about Flint not having clean water 5, 6, 7 years ago,
So you think the government's going to do something about it?
I'll tell you what I think. I think the government should have done something about it a long time ago. And
Me
it makes
too.
me fucking angry that people in Washington, D.C. are arguing about all kinds of different shit when Flint, Michigan, their own constituents, don't have clean drinking water.
I think it's only like $2 or $4 million to fix it.
Bro, it ain't that much.
Yeah.
You know, and like someone like Elon Musk wants to take us to fucking Mars.
I think
That's cool. I mean, that's cool.
Same thing with Bezos. He's got a space program, but you can't go. You
But
put
you can't
$1
go-
billion into a space program, but you can't go help fucking one city.
That's what I'm saying.
That's bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. And
But-
that's what makes me so mad.
But here's the thing about the 1% is that you don't think they should hoard their money, which is true, but the government taxes them almost half of what they make. Almost half of what they make, they're taxed on. 50% of the 1%.
Good.
And then the government can't help these people.
Right.
The government chooses not to help Flint, Michigan. The 1% gets taxed 50% of their money, and they're like, well, fuck it. I pay the government 50% of my money. Why can't they go fucking help Flint, Michigan? Why do I have to use my 50% that I make?
I agree. But fundamentally, that whole why do I have to do it? That mentality?
That's why we're here.
Like, what do you mean, why do I have to do it? Like, if you can do it, fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what pisses me off is it's that why do I have to do it? Which is basically tantamount to saying, well, somebody else should do it.
Yeah.
Like, just, you know what I mean? Why do I have to do it? It's like passing the blame to someone else.
Well, Elon Musk went to Puerto Rico and fixed them up.
Yeah, and that's fucking cool.
That's cool as fuck. That's
You know
why
what I
I
mean?
thought that article was true that I was reading about him putting the filtration systems on their water fountains. If anybody's listening to this, tell us if that's true. Do some research,
Yeah.
because I read one article. I just assumed it was true because of what he did for Puerto Rico.
I mean, Flint, Michigan needed clean water long before they had that storm in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but Puerto Ricans, I mean, people in Flint, Michigan can go get clean water.
Like when you think
Puerto
about
Ricans, they're not leaving Puerto Rico. They
I
don't
ju-
have power. They didn't have power.
yeah,
It was a more pressing
and
issue.
Trump was throwing out rolls of paper towels.
Wow.
You know,
Good job, Trump.
I'm just
Good
saying.
job, Trump.
Like if you really think about it, like the combined wealth of three people in our country, being Bezos, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates, what they have liquid, like what they have in their fucking bank accounts, not counting stocks,
Yeah.
shareholdings, what they have, the amount of problems they could solve in this country and still maintain their wealth and status. And the fact that they don't boggles
That's
my
shitty as
mind
fuck, dude.
and pisses me the fuck off.
But Elon Musk, you can't really put him in that category because he does do things to help society.
Like what?
He's the best one
What,
out of all.
technology. Yeah,
Well, he
absolutely.
went to Puerto Rico.
Absolutely. Technology, yeah. So
We're gonna look that up about the water fountains because
Yeah.
I think it's true.
So I'm a big believer in green energy.
Yeah.
My parents, shout out Tom and Robin, they're installing solar panels on their house.
Dope.
You know what I mean? And I know that Elon Musk is he invented this really small, durable solar panel, like a solar shingle. Because like when I grew up, and like really for a long time, solar panels just looked the same. They looked like fucking
Big squares.
big
yeah.
fucking.
And they don't generate a lot of energy.
And they don't generate a lot of energy. But what Elon Musk did was he invented a solar shingle, which is really just about like that big.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think here's what I think. I think that the people in power, I don't think that they need to believe in climate change as much as they need to believe in the need to improve green energy.
Right.
I don't need you to buy into climate change, even though I believe it. I believe that science are facts.
Just care about the earth a little bit.
But care about the earth a little more. Like you don't you don't need to believe in why shit is changing,
Just know it is.
but know it is, and know that we have the ability to do something about it and then do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if we have the ability to move on from fossil fuels, we should do it.
Why not?
Right. And when it comes down to it, I believe that part of it goes back to the light bulb, where, you know, it wasn't long after the light bulb was invented that they invented a light bulb that would never die. But companies only need to sell one of them.
Yes, they're not gonna.
Right. You know what I mean?
It's just greed, dude.
Right.
Straight up.
You know what I mean?
fucking greed.
They've had like
Here's the thing with me. If you're going to tax the 1%, 50% of their income, help Flint, Michigan.
yeah.
If you're not going to tax them 50% of their income, then the 1% should do something about it.
Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of
They
those
still
people
could do something
a lot
about
of
it,
those
though.
people are like, well, why isn't everybody getting taxed the same amount? It's like, well, look, a normal American household that between the two money earners,
If there's two. If you're lucky enough to have two.
if you're lucky enough to have two money earners, where between them they don't even make $80,000 a year,
you're going to tax them half of that?
you're gonna try.
Get the
Yeah,
fuck outta
that's
here,
what I'm
dude.
saying. And like, so I don't know. Like, I don't know what the ideology you call that. Like, I don't know if it's socialist or whatever. But like, I believe in fundamental capitalism, in a sense that I believe that that's what makes this America, that's what makes this country great, is the fact that if you have the ability you should be allowed to make as much money as you can.
Right.
But it stops there for me. You know what I mean?
Meaning what?
Meaning that. So look, 1963, Stan Lee wrote a little comic book that ended up being Spider-Man.
Wow.
And then the first fucking issue was Amazing Fantasy 15. He said, "With great power comes great responsibility." So, like, I believe that in this country, if you have the ability to go get as much as you can, go get it.
You have the responsibility.
But
also.
don't be fucking mad at me if I come down on you and say these, like, this is, we are not every person in this country is its own sovereign nation.
Right.
We are all part of something together. And we all have responsibilities
to help one another. Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that's what the government is here for. Like, the government is here to help us help ourselves.
Right.
That's what
Supposedly.
this democracy is about.
Right.
They're going to help me help you if I can.
Right.
And if I need a little help from them, that's what they're there for.
Right.
Now, sometimes, I've always been in the position where I personally haven't had a lot. My parents have had enough to help me with, you know what I mean? But like as an adult, have needed government assistance. I've been on food stamps.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? So like that's what they're there for. And then a month ago, I haven't been on food stamps for a while, but like a month ago, Trump shuts the government down, and that affects all government wages. Like the government has been shut down before a couple times, but never long enough to where a government worker didn't miss a paycheck. And that happened this year. And, they shut down DSS. People weren't getting food stamps. So not only did that affect all the government workers from straight getting their money, but that affected everyone that was on government assistance, and I'm just speaking about food stamps.
Yeah.
Alone, food stamps.
Imagine if we were in a socialism. If we were socialistic, is that what it is?
But see, I don't know what that means. I like to think that I sound intelligent about
well,
some
it's
subjects.
Like,
but I don't know what the definition of socialism
big
is.
Big government that fucking regulates everything and makes sure they tax everybody about 50%. Everybody makes about the same amount of money, unless you're a fucking super billionaire. It's kind of like keeping a level playing field, basically. If you don't want to work, you don't have to fucking work. There's a way around it.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's like extreme socialism.
Yeah.
But like, imagine if we were socialism, if it was socialism in the United States of America, and they shut the government down. Then what?
Then everybody's fucked.
Everybody's fucked. Yeah. It makes you think, like, if the more dependent we are on Big Brother, when Big Brother doesn't work, we're all fucked. But the more dependent we are on, the more self-reliant we are. If the government doesn't want to do anything, that's fine. Fuck them. We'll do it. We'll do it our fucking self.
But here's the thing: is
I
not
understand
everybody.
What you're saying. We do need a government.
Yeah.
We do.
Well, what I'm just saying is that, like, I think that if you're in a position in this country that you're able to do it on your own, then you have a responsibility to do that.
Agree 100%.
But that does not mean that because you can do it on your own and
Everybody,
I can't, I should.
Right.
Like, I should just, like, fucking find a way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody needs help in one point or another, in one form or another. I believe that I don't necessarily believe that, and I think mainly because of the economic strain it might put on us, I believe that everybody should have the right to a free education, but I know that a lot of good schools are privatized, so there's no way that that's sustainable.
Right.
I do believe that the government should...
Well, everybody does have a right to free education.
I mean, I believe that I believe that there should be a government plan in place that gives low economic households or, people in poverty, I believe that they should give them free trades education.
Not a bad idea.
You know what I mean? I believe that every able-bodied American should, if they want to, be able to hang on the back of a trash truck.
See, free trade education. Here's how you do it right here.
Yeah.
Listen, real quick, government. Real quick. Just listen.
Hope you're listening.
Free trade education. So, say I'm a plumber.
Yeah.
Say there's a kid that lives in the hood, needs to learn how to do a trade.
Yeah.
If you want me to teach him, pay me $3.50 extra per hour from the government, not from my company.
Right.
Pay me. I'll teach the kid how to do it. Then everybody wins.
Right.
Then everybody fucking wins.
Right.
I'm free. I'm teaching him how to do it. I'm getting paid a little bit more. He's learning how to do a trade, a dying trade at that. People don't want to do manual labor.
Yeah, but that's not a dying trade. Plumbing is recession-proof.
Well, I'm saying like dying as far as younger people not wanting to do the work.
Well, I'll tell you what's I'll tell you. That's an interesting point. I'll tell you what is dying. Social engineers.
What is that?
There is no one doing architecture.
Really?
No one's building bridges. Bro, in 50 years, ain't nobody going to be able to plan out a highway. Nobody's going to build a bridge.
No shit.
Design. No one does that.
That's crazy.
That
dude.
is a dying trade, and that's scary.
Yeah.
That's scary because
like the infrastructure.
The infrastructure,
Yeah.
exactly. No one is doing that.
Damn, that's crazy. I never even thought about that.
You know what I mean? But we got a million fucking web designers.
Yeah. A
You
lot
know?
of fucking
We got a
chiefs
million
and no
fuck-
goddamn Indians.
That's
bro.
right. We got a million fucking people building apps. You know
Nobody
what I mean?
building roads.
But nobody designing roads. We got a million swinging dicks out there on Market Street trying to finish Market and Kerr. But who are the people that are design? Like, that's the thing. You know, that shit's taking 5 years to fix.
Yeah.
Because they probably don't have anybody with any intelligence fucking mapping it out.
Well, they're not getting paid by the job. They're getting paid by the hour, too.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the longer you take, the more money you're going to get paid to do the same job.
Well, yeah, I agree.
Dude, if I own my own company, I'm paying by the job. I'm not doing no hourly pay. Like, you finish a job in 2
Right.
days, I'll pay you for 5 days. It takes 5 days to get this. If it
But
takes
get
you
the
10
shit done.
if it takes you 10 days, I'm paying you for 5 days.
Right.
Fuck yourself. So if you do it in 2 days, you make the same amount as 5 days. You move on to the next job. You do it in 2 days. You can make more money the more work you produce.
Right.
That's how I would do. If I own my own company, I'm not paying by the hour, dude. No, sir.
Yeah.
I'm paying by the job, and I'm going to pay you good
Yeah.
if you work hard.
Bonuses
You
or
make your
bonuses
own
or
wage.
demerits.
Yeah, dude. You make your own fucking wage.
You're going
depending
to
on how-
dictate
Yeah.
how well you get paid.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So much more shit would get done if we didn't
Yeah.
have hourly wage. Then we wouldn't have to worry about, like, okay, you work at McDonald's and your McDonald's makes $5,000 a day. You make
McDonald's
you
makes
make
way more than $5,000.
Well, I'm just saying, one McDonald's, if it makes $5,000 a day, you make $100. Because you're making burgers like a motherfucker for 8 hours straight all day long.
Yeah.
You're putting out hella burgers. You make $100 in a day. But if your McDonald's is putting out $2,000 a day, you're not doing that much work. So but then if you're at the wrong McDonald's, you might go work at a different McDonald's
But
that's
I
a
think
little more busy.
I think really for that situation, I think there would be an incentive. So like, I think it'd be like, if you worked at McDonald's, your quota of burgers you make is going to dictate what you get paid.
Right.
Because that is going to incentivize someone to work harder.
Right, yeah.
You know,
Put
what I
out
mean?
more production. You
Like
make,
I don't want look. If you tell me for 8 hours, I go and work at McDonald's, you're gonna give me $100. How hard do you think I'm gonna work? Because I'm getting that $100.
yeah, regardless of how many burgers you put out.
I'm getting that $100.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, that I'm saying basically what you just said. Same
But
thing.
here's speaking about McDonald's. I thought I heard that like there are some states that are raising minimum wage to $15 an hour.
That's crazy.
I'll go fucking work at McDonald's
That's
for $15 an hour.
Of course you would, and so would
I've
every other
never
American.
had a job.
So would a plumber.
I've
Who's
never
gonna fix your shit if
I've-
everybody's trying to work at McDonald's?
I've never been paid $15 an hour.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And you're telling me I go to work at McDonald's.
And make $15.
Bro,
That's
and
a
I'm
problem.
telling you, the fucking
That's a problem.
the mental giants they have at McDonald's, I'd fucking run that bitch in 3 months.
I'm giving out free sauces. How many sweet and sours you
Yeah.
want? You can get 30 of them.
We're letting them go.
What time is it? What time you got?
12:39.
All right,
We've
let's
been-
wrap it up. We've been talking forever.
All right.
Thanks for doing the podcast.
Yeah, bro.
It
So
was
it started out.
fantastic.
Yeah, like
It was a great podcast, dude. They keep getting better.
They're getting
These
better.
podcasts keep
Yeah.
getting better, dude.
Yeah.
Like me and Tim cut up for an hour the other
Yeah.
night. It was hilarious.
But like we got into some good shit.
We did, dude.
You know what I mean?
I'm
It
glad to
started
like.
off. Yeah,
I'm
I like
glad to
talking
see
about
your
serious-
perspective on
yeah,
some stuff. Like,
absolutely.
it's really important to, we disagree on some things, but it's like we can talk our
Yeah.
way through it, and I can see your side, you can see my side a
Absolutely.
little bit. That's a big problem.
Intelligence and empathy go a long way.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
If we
one without the other, you're kind of fucked.
absolutely, if we had intelligence and empathy in equal parts, this whole shit would work itself
It
out.
would run like a well-oiled machine.
I'm saying like situations would get resolved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like a lot of people think they have too much intelligence. A lot of people don't have enough empathy,
Yeah.
and that's where conflict lies.
Yeah, and a lot of people have too much empathy and not enough intelligence.
Exactly.
Then you're
And
kinda
that's where
fucked.
people I think that's where that's like what it feels like how the right feels about the left.
What, too much empathy, not enough intelligence?
Yeah. I feel like the right wing people think that like the libtards are all empathy, no intelligence.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the libtards think that the right wingers are all intelligence
Yeah, yeah.
with no empathy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if we could just find some middle ground somewhere, maybe there wouldn't be all this division in the country
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Even just as people, like not Republicans,
You know, and that's
Democrats.
the thing. That's the thing. Is it
Like ground level.
it doesn't come down to
Barbecue
it doesn't come
Betty
down to
type of shit.
what party. It doesn't come down to what party you're on. It comes down to what type of person you are.
Yeah.
And what type of person you are then dictates what party you usually go to.
Yeah, and like what type of person you are dictates what type of country we're living in as well. It all goes down to that ground level shit.
Yeah.
When they do something that's unacceptable to us as the
Yeah.
people, we have to let them know.
How you feel about 2020? You gonna feel the burn?
Absolutely not. No, sir. There's no way I'm voting for Bernie Sanders.
what
I'm saying it
are you,
now.
Are you making America great again in 2020?
Oh no! I'm hoping that somebody's going to be intelligent and
Yeah.
empathetic.
Do you know some of the young guys? Do you know like Beto O'Rourke?
No,
Or
I gotta start doing some research, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm definitely not against voting for a Democrat. I'm definitely not against.
I'm not
that.
against
I'm
it.
not against
I'm
voting
probably
for a
gonna-
Republican, but I'm probably not
Yeah.
going to vote for Trump.
So I think they
I'd
just
like to see Trump go to jail. So let's get him out of office. See if he goes to jail.
I think they just gave me my right to vote back
Cool.
as a felon,
Yeah.
and I'm not registered in this state to vote.
You
so
need to register.
I'm going to register.
You need to do it.
I
think
always
you
voted
do it online. You can
I
do it
always
online.
voted before I was a felon.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
should definitely register because you'll regret not registering.
Oh, for sure. I'm going to vote.
Definitely not feeling the burn in 2020.
I mean, you
I'm
never know.
hoping,
He might save the country. I don't
well,
know.
you
I'm
know,
not.
I know-
This is not an endorsement. I did
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
endorse. I'm
No.
just saying he might. That man might do a world of good.
He might, and he might fuck us way up.
As opposed to how we are now.
I mean,
Is it though?
I mean, we're trillions of dollars in debt, and I know
Yeah.
most of his plans put us more trillions of dollars in
Well,
debt. Bill
don't know.
Clinton, 2020. That's who I'm voting for. Run again, Bill
Bro,
Clinton.
I'm just
Fuck
saying,
it.
Bill Clinton. What your
He was
opinion about
great,
him? He was
dude.
the best president in my lifetime.
Oh, dude, he was fantastic. He fucking greatest economy that we've ever had.
for sure.
We need Bill Clinton to come
For
back.
sure.
Come on, Bill Clinton.
Yeah,
Get your dick sucked in the White House, baby.
right.
Let's do it again. Yeah.
Just don't go to the rub and tug.
Yeah. So if you didn't get anything out of this podcast, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Biggest thing we talked about that I think was important was finding a balance between intelligence and empathy.
Yeah.
I like how you wrapped that up and how
Yeah.
you made that. He put a
Thank
little
you.
bow on it for you motherfuckers
Wrapped
in case
up
you weren't
fucking
paying
bow.
attention. That was a fantastic podcast. So thank everybody for watching the live
Yeah.
feed.
Hell yeah.
Thank everybody on YouTube. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Anybody listening to the audio, we're brought to you by Womack Electrical Contractors. If you guys need any electrical work done, I got the man to do it, and he's official.
Shout out
He's
Wesley Womack.
Shout out Wesley Womack. He's official. He's certified. Do you have his phone number?
Yeah.
All right, let's give his phone number out. We got his phone
All
number
right.
for y'all. If you need any
Yeah.
electrical work, his number is 910.
Yeah, call his personal line if you need.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Seriously.
910-231-7679. Tell him Bradley and Alex sent you.
Yeah. Say that number one more time for the listeners.
910-231-7679.
That's Womack Electrical
Womack
Contractors.
Electrical.
Get you some of that 28. We're signing off, bitches.
Woo.